Alright guys, Will here from ZaltekReviews.com. Looking at a new brand. Well, certainly new to me anyway, I've never heard of them. And it was actually myself that reached out. Oh, bollocks, somebody at the door, hang on. Right, back. Another delivery. What was I saying? Oh, I can't remember. Play the intro. I remember now. It was me that actually reached out because I can't remember where I first saw this watch, or to be honest, I think it was back in April or May of this year, and it was just a rendering, I think. I don't know. I can't remember, but it did catch my eye, and I thought, I'm going to reach out. And there's been like a slow process, but David, the owner, or one of the owners, I think the other guy's name is Sid, off the top of my head. I'm sorry if that's the wrong name, but it was David that I've been speaking to for, well, quite a while, quite a few months. And, well, it arrived. And this is a full production version, by the way. It's not a prototype. And when I first took it out of the box, I was very impressed. I really liked the build quality, the finishing, the whole watch. I mean, it might look... I actually read somewhere, and I can't remember where it was. I think it was Watch You Seek. Some sort of review or just a preview of what, and they said, oh, it's quite boring. It's like off the shelf, blah blah blah, bollocks. It's none of that. There's every single part of this watch, apart from the movement, is custom designed by David and Sid. Apologies again if I got your name wrong. It's totally custom. And another thing that I like about the brand, well, it's not just that the watch has been tested. And guess where it's been tested? Mount Everest. Talk about throwing it in at the deep end, and it passed with flying colours. Normally I don't bother with all like the marketing bump that you normally get with watches, or a backstory. Personally, I really don't give a shit. But the backstory of this one being tested in Mount Everest, I mean, that's impressive. I've got to say. I'm really impressed by that. So, that was another reason for me to... I really wanted to have a look at this. And as I said, it took quite a while, but then again, I was gifted for my patience, and I got a full production one. And David gave me the choice of any watch. What one do you want? And I was like, I like the look of the blue steel version. With no red tip on the seconds hand. So that's what he sent me. So I should have brought the blimmin' package in it. Oh, it doesn't matter. We're all about the watch, aren't we? You're just going to take the box and shove it in a drawer. But the packaging is nice, by the way. Right, I've kind of waffled a bit much here, and I've not even started on the specs yet. Right, the price of these, they start from, I've not got the dollar price, you'll need to work that out yourself. So all the prices are British pounds. Right, so they start from £623, but that's without the bracelet. That's on an island like NATO strap. But see, I hate NATO straps, I've got to admit. But see the NATO strap that comes with this as standard at the very bottom price, they actually look really nice, and there's a lot of thought. They're not just Bark and Jack NATOs or some other pishy, sorry, Bark and Jack aren't a pishy brand, but there is a lot of pishy brands that sell NATO straps, and I just hate the way they look normally. But the one, I don't know who done them or they designed them themselves and got them made. I don't know who Ocean to Orbit used, but they look quality, I've got to admit. But I'm a bracelet guy, so I'm always got to pay that wee bit extra if there's a bracelet option. And to be honest with you, Ocean to Orbit don't charge a fortune for a bracelet, and the bracelet is lovely, and it's not off the shelf either. As I said earlier, the whole thing is designed by David and partner. Let's call it that. Call him that. Sid. Fuck. I'm not going to apologise again. Right, anyway. So how much does the bracelet cost? About £75. Perfectly reasonable. That's 3 times less than what you'd pay for a Christopher Ward bracelet. And to be honest, the quality of this one is superb. No issues with it. I know what you're going to say. What about the clasp? Why is there no on-the-fly adjustment? Oh, fucking hell, I've not even took the stickers off. Well, they're still designing it. They're not just going to buy one or say, oh, that'll do, just to shut people up like me. This is fully CNC'd, and it's got 5 levels of micro adjust. But I mean, do you know what? See, us watch enthusiasts, we're just spoilt bastards. Well, I am. I know I am. Because that was the first thing I noticed when I went to size a watch. I was like, oh, there's no on-the-fly adjustment clasp. But it is coming. And if you have already bought this watch, they're only going to charge like $30. And I'm pretty sure, like the rest of the watch, it'll be fantastic. Really high quality. So that's why I'm not really bothered about this clasp that they've, put on the watch. I think it's great and it's comfortable. There's no quick release either on the... There's no quick release there for the bracelet itself, but I don't mind that. Normally they just jag into your wrist anyway. But they have gave you drilled lugs. But I'll never take the bracelet off anyway. Never. So it's going to be more comfortable. For me anyway. I'm starting to waffle here, and I've still not started going through the blooming spec sheet yet. But I feel as if I've got a lot to say about this watch, because I think, personally, it deserves it. I'm a fan of this brand. And with this kind of Gada sports watch, as their first watch, and the quality of it is outstanding. I really, really like it, and I like the brand. I'm not too keen on the name. Ocean to Orbit, it seems a bit waffly. You know what I mean? But it's not a deal breaker, I can live with it. I think it's nice. And the dial layout, like when they put their logo and like the name, the name of this watch, by the full name is Ocean to Orbit Lhotse. I think that's how you pronounce it. Aye. And the way they've laid it out, you might think, oh, this looks like any other kind of field/explorer type watch. It's no, there's a hell of a lot of detail in this. And you only get to experience that when you get the watch in hand. And as I said, when I got the watch in hand, I was very impressed. Very impressed. Right, I'm sorry I keep moving the watch about. Right, let's get into the specs then, right? Let's move that over there. Let's leave that there. Right, you can see steel. This one, put your teeth in. Right. I'll talk about, oh fuck it, I'll do it right now. Because I'll forget otherwise. The colourways on this. Oh, hang on. Right. The colours on this one I've got, the one I picked, is called Blue Steel. And I think it's lovely. The other one, the next, I'm just going to show you the ones on bracelet. I mean, you can, all the different colours, you can get it on the, like the NATO strap to reduce the cost, blah, blah, blah. But I've just done the pictures that I wanted to do with the colours that I've got, you know, with the bracelet fitted. Right, Blue Steel. Then you've got Mission Green. Then you have the Heritage colourway, which is like black with gilt markers and hands and stuff. It's lovely. Then they've got the all black version, which is, that's the one, I was thinking of the black one or this blue one. I opted for the blue one, but I really like the black one as well. And that's it. That's my only kind of small gripe. I think more colourways would be great. But I suppose they are keeping to tradition of not using like in your face colourways and stuff. I would like to see a white one because I'm a huge white dial slut. I love white dials. But they would have to make it differently. Because you can't just take this, swap out the dial for pure white dial, by the way, not silver. It has to be white, please. But then you'd have to darken, like, around the hour markers and all that, and the hands, you know, like gunmetal or black even, just for legibility. And I honestly think that would be stunning. White dial. Lhotse. Aye, make one of them, David. And I'll throw money at you. Oh, by the way, this, I'm in two minds whether to put the sponsored thing on for this. Because David offered me, he says, you can, well, I actually mentioned this, he says, I might buy it. I says, but I want to see it first. I want to review it first. I want to get hands on. And he says, look, if you buy it, I'll give you, you know, a decent discount for a way of saying thanks for doing the review. He doesn't know what the review's going to be like, so I don't know why he said that. I might fucking rip this watch a new arsehole, but obviously I'm not, because I really like it. And I'm going to buy it, because I really like it. I like the way it wears, everything. The only thing I would say about, see this blue dial? It looks black sometimes, but then you get it in the right light, and you can see the blue. I like that. I do like it. I don't just buy white dial watches, by the way. Somebody said that to me the other day. I says, no, I buy like blue watches, black watches. But I suppose the majority that I buy are white dials. But anyway, fuck me, I'm 15 minutes in and I've not even done anything really. I'm waffling. You could take the piss out of me in the comments, I don't care. It's my channel, so get it up, yes. Right, let's get into the... Right, shit, put that back there. Right. Dimensions and shit. My own dimensions as per normal. Right, case diameter. I measured this watch at bang on 39mm. No 38.5. I measured it at 39. Has a total thickness of 11.2mm. Lug to lug of 46.7mm. And the watch has a 20mm lug width. The total weight with the bracelet sized up for my 6 3/4 inch wrist, 119 grams. No issues whatsoever. The movement inside it is the Swiss made STP-1-21 automatic. I've no issues with it at all. People have issues with STP movements. I don't. I've had nothing but great experience with these movements in the past. So, I don't know what the fuck you're all talking about. 28,800 vibrations an hour, 26 joules. It's hackable, self-winding, and it has a 42-hour power reserve. Lovely jubbly. Right, the case itself, brushed and polished 316L stainless steel, drilled lugs as I mentioned before, earlier on. The finishing is fantastic. Nice wee polished chamfered edges there. I gave the watch a decent clean because I have been wearing it, obviously. But I wanted it to look as good as possible. If you see marks on it, it's just dust and stuff. That is really nice though. Really, really nice. Just try to show you in a bit more detail. Show you that bit. That's no scuff, by the way. See, it's gone. Or is it? It's no scuff. I know it's no scuff. Alright, the bezel's lovely as well, by the way, 316L stainless steel. But it's like her stepped bezel. It's brushed on top, which makes sense. And the slopey part, that's polished. Gives it a bit of refinement. This watch has got a lot of refinement, if I'm really honest with you. It's lovely. Right, I'll put the watch down because people keep complaining. Put the watch on the fucking desk, man. You're making me dizzy. Oh, fucking dry your eyes. Right. What's next? Done that. The bezel, I've done that. The dial. Applied faceted hour markers throughout. You've got like that triangle at 12 and the rest batten markers, but they are faceted. And it does show, like, you know, when you put it into the light and stuff. Nice. The hands, by the way, I was looking at the hands in detail, quite close up. I'm not going to move the watch, calm down. The other hand, shaped like a rocket. I like that. It's no in your face or anything like that. And the minute hand is like the rocket boosters. Goes with the name, doesn't it? Ocean to orbit. Lovely seconds hand as well. And that's loomed as well, see the tip. Talking the loom on this is great. It's probably one of the best, I would say, like, see, from like a sports watch, Gada watch type, what the loom is like. I would say this is one of the best. Executed perfectly, nice and even. Initially quite bright. It does fade, obviously all loom fades. But this, it's got good stamina. It does last. So, no issues with the loom at all. Shit, what am I talking about? Oh, and it's BGW9, by the way, in case you were wondering. Right, the bracelet, brushed and polished. Is it polished anywhere? No. It's fully brushed. All the links are fully brushed, which I like. You've got a wee bit of polishing on the clasp, which is great. Attention to detail. 5 levels of micro adjust, and they're quite close. The links are quite small anyway, so you're going to get a perfect fit. And just wait for it. If you can't live without on the fly adjustment, well, you're a spoiled bastard for one. Yes, I'm guilty of that. But just give them time to design it and release it. And it's not going to cost you much money to get one if that's what you really want. Personally, I'll get one because, as I say, I'm a spoiled bastard. But that's no my fault. That's because of all the watches I get into review. That's why I'm spoiled. But I'll probably get one. Case back's lovely as well. I should take that. I'll take it after the video. Case back. Get some light on there. It's lovely. Solid stainless steel. Logo in the middle. Basic specs around the edge. And that is machined perfectly. Nice and smooth. You got that. Oh, it's a bit dark there. You got that polished bit, but just round the edge. It's not fully polished because that would just make it a scratch magnet. But it's fine. No issues with that. The crown as well, it's lovely. I measured it at, 6.2mm, which is fine. Nice logo, nice and smooth, nice attention to detail. Plenty of grip as well. And it feels great when in use, nice and smooth. Lovely jubbly. One thing I forgot to mention is the sapphire crystal. It's boxed, domed sapphire, and it has 5 layers of AR coating on it. And I've not had a single issue with legibility with this watch whatsoever. Not a one. I mean, I'm pointing the watch directly at that light, and that light is bright as fuck, by the way. And no, it's great, perfectly legible. Maybe that's why the owners stuck to like these kind of safe colours, you know, like blue, dark green, black, that kind of thing. It does fall. Sorry about that. I just nudged the tripod. Right, have I missed anything? Water resistance. 100 metres. Tells you right there in the dial, and I didn't even see it. Which is fine. The watch also has a 2-year warranty, which is fantastic. None of this 1-year pish. And as I say, they're in stock now, by the way, at Ocean to Orbit's website. Links in the description, takes you to my website, and basically there's right at the top of the page, it gives you all the detailed specs of the watch, links and where to buy it direct, There's no affiliate link, there's no discount code or anything like that, sorry about that. But you are paying for a really good and well designed quality Swiss made watch. Lovely, perfect. And that's about all I've got to say about this. Wear's fantastic. It's a brilliant watch. It's definitely gold award. Though I'm thinking about getting it platinum. What anything I would change? I would like a date option. Date at 6, by the way, don't put it at 3. And if you're going to give it a frame, make sure the frame is sunken into the dial and no sticking out, because it just creates shadows over the date itself. And preferably colour matched. But if you can't swing that, well, black with white numbers. Just saying, that'd be my personal thing. So I like a date on a watch. I find it handy. Right, so the award then. Fuck it, platinum. This is, I'm buying it, so it's got to be fucking good. Well, I can't recommend it any further than that. I'm buying it myself. It's great quality. Everything about this watch is great. Give me a date option and I'd be ecstatic. Right guys, I'm going to go. I've waffled way too long. Like 25 minutes just on this section of the video. Right guys, thanks very much for watching. Please like the video if you liked it, of course. And subscribe if you haven't already. Right, thanks guys. I'll see you in the next video. Toodles.